Oh, welcome back guys. This is my PlayStation 4 game collection as of the 14th of December 2014. Okay, to kick things off we've got Metro Redux, it's got Metro 2033 and Metro Last Light, and I believe it was released for £29, which is a really good deal. So redone in HD, and obviously the frame rate is 60 frames a second, and it's a really good deal. Definitely one of my favourites. Okay, next up we've got Alien Isolation, the Nostromo edition. This is a really awesome game. It's definitely one of my favourites as well. I mean, after the clusterfuck that was Alien Colonial Marines, Alien Isolation is just such a good game compared to that. But yeah, definitely one of the better ones. This is probably one that not a lot of people have, you know, owned, I suppose, because I know that you can get the free version, but you have to pay individually for the tables. This is obviously the exclusive challenge pack included. It's got all the tables on there that are available at the minute, 22 of them. And I really do like this as well, but I love pinball, so I had to pick this up. Now next up is another kind of obscure game, but it's Party Squad, and I'm kind of a retro nut as well, so I had the original on the Amiga. Well, it wasn't released on the Amiga, it was released to coincide with this because it was made but never released, so they released it again with this to celebrate the release. And yeah, it's cool. And it's gorgeous and all that, but yeah, good game. Okay, next up we've got Battlefield 4. I do love me a bit of Battlefield. And the only downside about this obviously is that this was the first game I bought for the PlayStation 4, and obviously now you can get the complete edition essentially for $29.99, and yeah, kind of bummed about that, but there you go, that's what you get for being one of the first people to pick the thing up, I suppose. But yeah, good game, I like Battlefield 4 a lot. Next up we've got Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs. I mean, there was a lot of negativity around this game because of the visual downgrading, and I'll tell you what, I noticed the downgrade. There was a big downgrade in my personal opinion, but yeah, this was the reason for me actually buying a PS4, because when I saw this, I wanted the PlayStation to play it on. I wanted the PS4, and then yeah, we didn't exactly get what they promised, but not a bad game. Not a bad game. This is like at the end of the day. Okay, next up we've got another Ubisoft game. It's Far Cry 4, and I'll tell you what, this one I absolutely love. I'm a fan of Far Cry 3. I wasn't keen on Far Cry 2. I didn't mind Far Cry 1, but Far Cry 3 and 4, excellent games. Especially Far Cry 4. You know, if you like your open world first person shooters, give this one a try. You can't really go wrong. It's really well done, and the bad guys class as well, so yeah, that one's really good. Okay, next we got Sniper Elite 3. And yeah, I liked the Sniper Elite 2, so I decided to pick this one up. I mean, it's more of the same, really. If you like Sniper Elite 2, you're going to like Sniper Elite 3, really. Okay, next up we've got Destiny. They've just released the expansion, The Dark Below, but it's way too overpriced. I mean, in the UK it's £20 for the expansion Dark Below, which is crazy in my personal opinion. I do like Destiny, it's just no way as big and as vast as they promised. I mean, the one that's really doing that is No Man's Sky, and that's what I'm waiting for. And I don't know what I expected from this, but I just expected more. I think a lot of people did, but it's not a bad game at all. It's just the story's a bit everywhere and not quite what I was expecting. This is another one up. It's 2K15. Yeah, this is an okay game. I mean, I prefer the pace of it this year. It's a bit slower paced, a bit more simulator type game instead of arcadey. But there's a lot of options missing. The roster isn't exactly big, and yeah, it's a good game though. I mean, I like the controls. I like the sort of the pace of it. It goes back to sort of like the GameCube games sort of pace, which I loved. So yeah, it's not a bad game, not bad. Okay, next up we have Need for Speed Rivals. What to say about this one? Not one of my favourites, I'm not going to lie. The only reason I picked this up really is because at the time there wasn't anything really racing related on the console. I just fancied a racing game, and unfortunately this is the only one I own. Is Need for Speed. I'm looking at getting Drive Club at some point maybe, and the Crew I was looking at, but as of yet it's just Need for Speed Rivals. It's just Need for Speed. Okay, next up we have Minecraft. Well, what can I say about this? This one is just massive. Like, Minecraft is absolutely huge at the minute, and I've not as yet played it, but I've got a feeling once I do start playing it, I probably won't actually put it down. And if I'm correct, apparently Microsoft own Mojang now, or Mojang. So yeah, Minecraft. Now this is probably one of my favourite games of all time. It's The Last of Us Remastered. I mean, absolutely brilliant. That game you cannot go wrong with. One of the best gaming experiences ever. Ever. Absolutely fantastic game. Can't praise it enough. Could not put this down when I started playing it. And it's got a really emotional point in it. Obviously I'm not going to tell you what it is, but if you've played it you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, fantastic. Okay, next up, Lego Marvel Superhero. Really, I got this for my my fiance's lad, because he loves all Marvel and stuff, so really I got this to play with him. And he loves it, so it was money well spent. So yeah, it's a good game though, it's good. Next up we have Shadow of Mordor. Now this was a surprise to me. I mean, it's really well done. The combat is fantastic. The orcs, like the sort of hierarchy that they got, if you take an orc out, it weakens the overall war chiefs, and if they kill, like if someone gets the upper hand on you and takes you out, they get promoted, and it's really good. I mean, the combat style is exactly the same as Batman. So if you like the new Batman sort of combat style and all that, I think you'll kind of dig this. But it's a really good game again. Okay. Next we got Worms Battlegrounds. And I was a fan of Worms ever since the days of the Amiga. Team 17, you know, good old Worms. But I'm sure everybody knows about Worms nowadays. You know, we've got the Worms with the bazookas and grenades and bungee ropes and kamikazes, and yep, good game. Then we've got one of my worst games, Call of Duty Ghosts. Christ. I'm sure a lot of people know about this one already. Not one of my favourites. The less said about this, the better, really. I actually got this as a gift from somebody, so it wasn't too bad. I didn't get stung too much. But no, definitely not one of my favourites. And we got Infamous First Light. Obviously, if you like Infamous, then you're going to like this. It's obviously an expansion to Infamous. And yeah, this time you play as the girl that's in the game. This is sort of a prologue to the Infamous. And yeah, it's pretty good, pretty cool. Okay, next up we've got Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Definitely one of the better ones. I've heard all the stories about Assassin's Creed Unity, so I thought I'd hold off of buying it. But Black Flag, yeah, fantastic game. Really sort of opens up the Assassin's Creed into other things, really. I mean, I love all the ship-to-ship combat and all that. It's a really, really good Assassin's Creed. I like it. Okay, next up we have Wolfenstein: The New Order. If you like your first-person shooters, this is really good. It runs at 60 frames a second, and a lot of run and gunning, but you've got to be careful, obviously, because your health doesn't fully regenerate like in other first-person shooters, and some enemies will just tear your ass apart if you go in there all guns blazing. But yeah, I've got a Doom beta, which I'm looking forward to. But Wolfenstein is fantastic. Okay, Trials Fusion. If you like the other Trials games, you like Trials Fusion, really. It's a crazy motorcycle style, like build your own tracks, and yeah, definitely a good one. Trials Fusion. And obviously this is one of the release titles, Killzone Shadowfall. Yeah, it's an okay game. I suppose it's, it looks pretty. But yeah, not so bad as Killzone. Then obviously last but not least is the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare Atlas Limited Edition bonus Whoopee Super Edition, whatever. It's got the steel case. Yeah. You've got the game, obviously, got the digital content. But it's a nice case, and you got your art book as well. And yeah, not bad. Not too bad. I got this for £40. Because originally this was going for crazy money, upwards of 70, I believe. So I got it for a good price. But yeah, that's my PlayStation 4 collection. Thanks for watching.